Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time visiting me, welcome. This is my video for my most recent haul from Swanky. Swanky is owned by Jeannie Jeffrey from Bremerton or Silverdale, Washington. I'm not sure because her shipping label says Bremerton, but some of her bags say Silverdale. So Jeannie is from Washington. This was her Black Friday pre-order where she offered a very generous discount on a lot of her wax and a lot of her body products that she offered. So let's go ahead and dig in. I have not opened this order. I just opened the tape on the box because I wanted to showcase Jeannie and her team's exceptional packing. And I'm going to lift this up here. This is a large flat rate box, but I want to show you how she has everything wrapped with a beautiful sticker there. And the tissue paper, everything is very secure in here. And of all the times I've ordered from Swanky, I have not had a shipping catastrophe in terms of something coming damaged to my home. So I just wanted to take a few minutes this evening, this Monday night, and get this filmed and up for you guys to view and to get sent ideas for next pre-order or some down the road and all that good stuff. So hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. It went too fast like usual, but thus is life. So everything, I'm just taking some of the packing out here. We have tissue paper. I have my water here. I am going to move this back just a little bit so I'm not, it's all up in my face. So, okay. I have my water here. I didn't get much time to drink water today, so I'm trying to make up for it now. So I'm up all night. So quite a few samples in this order today, which I will talk about last. Gotta get all those out of here. Wow, Jeannie and her team were generous this time. So, okay. One thing I will say about Swanky is her items are so classy and her packaging is just done very tastefully, and a lot of thought and love go into her products. She also uses quality oils and her blends, even though I will say this again, I'm not a fan of a lot of her bakery just because they are very vanilla heavy to my nose, and in my home and my brain just doesn't pick up a lot of heavy vanilla blends. But I'm really giving it a chance and I'm dipping my toe back into bakery. But I will say Jeannie is definitely my go-to supplier for any perfumes, any bubble bath blends, any tobacco blends. She's just immaculate at blending the everything but bakery, in my opinion. I mean, I know Jeannie is a fantastic blender no matter what, whatever scent category it is. But just for me and my tastes, Swanky's non-bakery performs the best for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and start unwrapping. First one I have here is a souffle. This one, and I will say it's been a while, it's been a couple of months since I ordered this. I only remember a handful of what I ordered, so some of these are going to be a surprise. So this first one here, this is cherry cupcakes. We have cherry cupcakes here. Jeannie uses these beautiful foil souffles or tarts, whatever you want to call these. I don't quite know. I think she calls them souffles, but you can see the beautiful glitter on there, the gold glitter to accent the red. There should be a shipping label in here. There is. And the scent description prints on her invoices. So this is her invoice here. I'm going to cover up the good stuff on the top, but each order comes with an invoice. And so you can make sure you got everything you ordered, and any mistakes can just be double checked on here if there are any. So I made a couple of orders. I don't quite remember exactly what I ordered, so I'm gonna, or I mean the scent notes I should say. Cherry cupcakes, where are you? Where are you, cherry cupcakes? I know you're on here. Am I just blind? Huh. Maybe it's a sample because oh, there it is. I'm blind. Cherry cupcakes all the way at the bottom. That's why. Cherry cupcakes. Cherry pie, angel food, cupcake drizzled with cherry syrup. So, okay, I know cherry is scary, but like I told you guys just a few minutes ago, I'm really trying to get into Swanky Bakery with blends I think are going to be not as vanilla heavy, but have a little bit of depth to them. So I thought cherry might as well try. So I'm going to take this out here. And I know cherry is scary, but I like cherry. This, I really smell the angel food cake. I really smell the cherry pie filling. It's not cough syrupy. It's not cough drop. It's cherry pie filling with angel food cake. So you have a little bit of bakery and a little bit of that cherry pie filling. I really like this. I'm so happy I decided to get a souffle of this, because then down the road, I can get a larger size if it works for me. So that's my souffle of that. And then the other souffle, what is this here? Oh, maybe this is body products. I did get body care too in this order. Yes, these are my perfume oils. I'll do those last. Let's see. I don't really remember what I got, so I'm just gonna go for it. Blueberry Hill. This is a bakery bag. Now in here are different shapes. She has tons of molds, and these are different shapes. Some of these are heart shapes. Some of them are little cookies like this, and little macaroons and ice cream scoops. Lots of fun. So this Blueberry Hill, I believe, is Jeannie's original blueberry scent that didn't have a name for the longest time. This one is Blueberry Hill, Swanky's original blueberry blend, finally has a name, a top seller. So, I don't know everything that's in here, but it's blueberry all right. And it kind of smells like it has blueberry sugar in it, and blueberry sugar is a Bath & Body Works scent. It's not my favorite, but also this isn't just blueberry sugar. There's a little bit more to it. So right now, all I can tell you is it has a candy, sweet blueberry scent to it, but my husband loves blueberry, and I got this because he likes it too. So I figured it's the original blueberry scent. I had to try an OG. I mean, they've been OGs they're OGs for a reason. So the next bakery bag I got is Wildberry Mousse Cream Cake. Now I had to get Wildberry Mousse Cream Cake because I love Wildberry mousse, and I didn't for the longest time, but oh my god, I shouldn't say I didn't like Wildberry mousse. I, for some reason, just wasn't drawn to it. I didn't try it until about a year ago, and I can't get enough. I just want more. Give me more. And this has beautiful shapes in here. So for example, in this one, we have a heart shaped like this, and then I see cookies down in here and all different types of bakery scents. But Wildberry Mousse Cream Cake is, let's see where that one is, if there's a description to this one. Nope, Wildberry Mousse Cream Cake. So Cream Cake is Jeannie's original buttercream cream cake that has a bunch of secret creamy ingredients in it, but it is mixed with a lot of things. In fact, espresso cream cake is one of my favorites. Blends from Swanky. Cornbread cream cake, which is coming up next in this order. I do remember ordering that. So this one here, it's not as, there goes the train. It's not as strong as some blueberry mousse blends are, or you know what I mean. It has a little bit of a kick to it, which I think might be off-putting to some people, because I know there are some of you out there that don't really care for Wildberry mousse. If you don't like them, send it my way, because I do. The cream cake is just picking up all the creamy notes and toning down that Wildberry mousse. So I'm really happy I got this. In fact, I meant to order this in my first order, and I forgot it, and I'm like, darn, I've got to go back for it because I haven't had Jeannie's Wildberry mousse, and I wanted to try it, and I'm glad I got this one. That's Wildberry Mousse Cream Cake. Next bakery bag is Afro Desiac. Now, Afro Desiac is a really popular blend, and Jeannie, in fact, she told me, I've talked to her a few times, she told me that this is one of her favorite smells, just because the sexy man reminds her of a man from her past. I don't know who or what or when in her life, but we all have a past, and it was just so sexy to her, and she had to make it a blend in her collection. So this is Sexy Man, Cinnamon, and Cologne. So that's about all that Afro Desiac says on the bag. And on the paper here, let's see if there's any more. Afro Desiac, Sexy Man, Cinnamon, Cologne. This scent is to die for. So let's see if I can describe this one to you. And in here, there are the little circles, the little guys like this. And then there's also the diamonds or the faceted jewels like this. So this is very unique. It's not very cinnamon heavy at all. It's just there to add a little bit of depth and a little bit of richness to it, I believe, and to make it a little bit different. It's very unique. So I'll have to get this warmed up and see if this is seductive as she says it is. So Afro Desiac, we'll get this one going, you know, maybe next month for Valentine's Day. So there's that one. The next one here, another bakery bag, is Buttery Toast and Jam and Blueberry Waffle Cone. This I had to get because it's Buttery Toast and Jam, which is one of Jeannie's most popular blends. You can blend it with anything and it's going to be fantastic. I will say that Buttery Toast and Jam is one of those blends that I will buy it, because even though it is a bakery blend, it's strong. It's very unique, and just it takes over every blend it's in. I love it. It does work in my home. The vanilla heavy ones, bakery wise, are the blends that I struggle with in my home. So I do want to say that. So this one here, see if there's any more of a description on here. Nope, just Buttery Toast and Jam and Blueberry Waffle Cone. So another blueberry blend. Let's see here. The shapes down in this one are little raspberries, and boy is it strong. Little raspberries and a little petit four. I think they're petit fours, yes, the little cakes. The little circles, little raspberries, like I said. In fact, I'll show you a raspberry here. Isn't that cute? That little raspberry like that. This is Buttery Toast and Jam to the max, mixed with blueberry. Not getting too much waffle cone, but blueberry. I've never had Buttery Toast and Jam and blueberry. I've had it alone, and I think it was offered plain on this past pre-order, but I didn't grab it plain. I've had it with strawberry, which is really good with strawberry, and I'm glad I got this. That blueberry, it's kind of like a blueberry muffin to my nose. It's very creamy and really blueberry-y, if that makes sense. It's delicious. That is a fantastic blend. And the last bakery bag I got is Raspberry Tart. So Raspberry Tart, I believe somebody out in the wax industry, I think it was Lisa Ferranti, but I'm not sure, I think. She said that the Raspberry Tart was one from the strawberry shortcake sampler from a couple pre-orders ago, which I didn't buy the strawberry shortcake sampler. Raspberry Tart, fresh ripe raspberry and heavy cream, super rich and yummy. I got this because of Lisa. I think it was Lisa. So let's see what this one smells like. Oh, that's good. This is a good raspberry. Good raspberry. And in this one, we have more little hearts, little cakes. Look at this guy right here. Look at that little cake like that. And the glitter on there. I mean, this is just immaculate. Look at the time and the detail it took to just sprinkle that glitter in there and to have these molds. This is a really good raspberry. So thank you, Lisa, and everybody else whose posts I read that convinced me that I had to have raspberry tart. So, and furthermore, thank you, Jeannie, for creating this blend. So, there's that one. Okay, moving on to loaves. I know. I am not a loaf person, but if you know anything about Jeannie and Swanky, she only offers some blends in loaves. And they're the popular ones and the ones that everybody buys quantities of, so I do understand her only pouring loaves and some things. I have to say I did get a good bit of body care. And I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loaves. Okay, I know, 5 loaves. First one. Muse. Cake, Muse. Jeannie has told me that Muse is one of her favorite scents, if not her favorite scent that she makes. Muse is lavender, pink sugar, marshmallow, and warm vanilla sugar. So I got this with, if you watch me, I got this with my husband in mind. I'm trying to amp up the lavender that I have in my collection because he told me he loves lavender at nighttime, which, okay, I've got to give him that. It's nice and relaxing at nighttime. So this one here, I haven't had Muse before, but it's it's balanced beautiful. I can actually smell the marshmallow in here. I can get a little bit of that richness from the warm vanilla sugar, and I can really get the lavender mixed with the pink sugar. I mean, everything is just blended beautifully in here. I can see why this is one of her most popular blends because it's a little bit of everything. It's relaxing, it's sweet, it's creamy from the marshmallow. It's just got everything going on here. So I am glad I decided to get this in a loaf. I mean, it was only offered in a loaf, I think, but I'm glad I decided to get this loaf. And Jeannie's loaves aren't the traditional loaves that a lot of vendors have with a little bit of the taller loaf container. These stack beautifully on one another, so they're really easy to store. So yeah, that's another plus. Okay, the next loaf, Harrison. Okay, Harrison, my favorite tobacco blend I've ever smelled is tobacco leaves, which it's on the poll to vote for next pre-order. So if you like tobacco leaves, go on there in the comments and either find my comment of tobacco leaves and like it, or post your own and get people to like it too. Tobacco leaves. The last time tobacco leaves by itself was offered was back in October of 2022 when I was in Pennsylvania visiting my family, and I was in a car going to a party, and I made an order, didn't even see tobacco leaves, completely missed it, and then got a sample of it when my order came and about kicked myself. And I haven't forgotten about tobacco leaves since. It's just been a blend that captured me and just was like, this is the perfect tobacco scent. So Harrison has tobacco leaves in it. So Harrison is, where are you, Harrison? You're on here. Tobacco leaf, amber, sandalwood, Cuban tobacco, vanilla bean, and warm vanilla sugar. So it's taking all the sexiness and all the earthiness and all of the sweetness from the tobacco, adding a little bit of amber, a little bit of sandalwood to give it a little bit more exotic feel and depth, and then sweetening it up with that warm vanilla sugar and that vanilla bean. I mean, come on. Let's see. This is my first time smelling Harrison, so let's see. This is beautiful. It's sophisticated. It's luxurious. This is what I imagine it would smell. This is going to sound silly, but just play along with me. This, first of all, look at the beautiful embed on there. That is beautiful. This is what I imagine in my little fantasy world. What smelling Brad Pitt or George Clooney or I can never say his last name right, Joe Manganiello, Dickie from Magic Mike. You know who I mean. Just got divorced from Sofia Vergara. Him, sexy man. This is what I imagine smelling those handsome men would be like. This is creamy. It's vanilla. It's tobacco. This is everything I want it to be. It's tobacco leaves sweetened with that creamy, rich, sexy vanilla. The vanilla just takes it to a sexy level. I am absolutely in love with this. I'm going to let this cure a little bit longer, and then I am going to cut this baby up because I need to smell this perfection in my home. And I had so much faith in this blend that I bought another second loaf of Harrison. I had to, because if I didn't, I would probably kick myself and have to wait for it to come back later on down the road. I think this one is not it. I was trying to fill the embed to see which loaf it would be here so I can save a little bit of time. Not that one. It must be this one right here. Yeah, it's this one right here. Yeah, Harrison. Right here. Another Harrison. So, I'm assuming Harrison is named after Harrison Ford, which, yeah, he's handsome. More so probably 15 years ago or so. But he's still a handsome man. I mean, I shouldn't say that. No offense against Han Solo. So, I'm not a Star Wars person, but, I mean, everybody likes Han Solo. All right, now this next one here. Other than Jeannie's tobacco blends, some of my most favorite blends that I love from Swanky are her floral blends. And floral gets a really bad reputation in the wax world and even in the perfume and fragrance world because not a lot of people like heavy floral. They associate it with older ladies or grandmas or just headache inducing and too strong and all those things. However, floral, when it's done very tastefully, it's beautiful fragrance. When I smelled Jeannie's Sugared Roses a few pre-orders ago, I absolutely fell in love with that scent. I've always loved the smell of roses. And ironically, when I was younger and even as a kid, I thought the smell of roses was disgusting. I thought it was just, there was nothing worse than the smell of roses. And now that I'm older, my nose has changed, of course, and I'm really able to appreciate the smell of a rose. Like, a rose is just the quintessential beautiful flower, love and beauty, delicate, and the way that the leaves are just there and they're, I mean, Beauty and the Beast, the leaves, the rose petals associated with sexiness and love and intimacy, and the rose is just so feminine and beauty and delicate. Beautiful and delicate. So this next blend is Sugared Roses and Vanilla Cream Balm. This was a last-minute decision on my part. And this one is Sugared Roses Vanilla Cream Balm. Roses and sugary sweet vanilla cream balm. So, her Sugared Roses is gorgeous. And it smells just like a perfect red rose. And yes, I know that all roses kind of smell similar, yellow and the white roses and the pink roses. However, the red rose is the beautiful quintessential rose scent. I like yellow roses second, but red rose. So this here, her Sugared Roses is very strong. In fact, I have a loaf of something, or not a loaf, I have a bag of, I think, a Sugared Roses and Bubble Bath that I got last pre-order. And that's the one where I smelled that and I thought, oh my God, this is the most beautiful rose scent I've ever smelled in my whole life. And it was mixed with Bubble Bath. Her Bubble Bath blends are fantastic too. Trust me on that. So this one here is Sugared Roses, but it's got Vanilla Cream Balm in here, which is just creamy vanilla lusciousness. Mix it with the rose. It takes that strong rose smell and creams it a little bit and makes it a little bit smoother. And this would be beautiful for date night, for bath time, when you're relaxing in the tub, if you do that, or even when you're in the shower, or just, meditating, or just wanting, doing facial night, spa night, self-care, whatever you want to call it. This is one of those blends for that. This is beautiful. I'm so glad that I decided to get this loaf because this rose, I really am not interested in trying any other vendor's rose because Jeannie has perfected it, in my opinion. So the last loaf I got here is one I already alluded to earlier on. This is Cornbread Cream Cake. So this one here is somewhat of a special purchase because I saw a lot of people comment. This one was given as a sample in the previous pre-order. I didn't get a sample of it, but a lot of people said that they had to have it because it was just so good. So think about cornbread and how strong and earthy and grainy that cornbread is and mix it with her cream cake. So this one here is described as sweet cornbread cake blended with rich sweet cream cake. A must try. So let's see what this one's about. Yep, that's it, all right. We have the beautiful little gold stars on here. That cream cake is so rich and luscious, and then you have that beautiful cornbread. If you like cornbread, sweet cornbread at that, not necessarily savory, but sweeter cornbread. Some people put sugar in their cornbread, some don't. But this is the sweeter cornbread side. And you mix that vanilla in here. I can really smell true vanilla. This almost reminds me, it's not the same thing, but it kind of reminds me of the vanilla that's in Vanilla Lace from Victoria's Secrets in the 90s. That unmistakable hit you in the nose vanilla scent that so many of us wore back in the day. It has that vanilla quality. It's not Vanilla Lace, but it has that quality to it. This is going to be creamy, rich, and luscious. You could even blend this with blueberry, blend it with strawberry, blackberry, anything fruity, you could go with it. Cornbread cream cake. So, that's all the wax. Let's go into the body care. Now, Jeannie makes lip balms once a year, sometimes twice if she can get a pre-order in that doesn't ship when the weather starts to warm up. And they come in a little bag like this. I got 2. I got Peace of Mind, which is a calming blend of essential oils. And I got a second one, I think Spearmint. Yes, I got Spearmint. So these are just the 2 little lip balms. It's her original formula. This one here is kind of in a little oval tube like this. I've had her lip balms before. They don't have any preservatives in them. They're very emollient and moisturizing. I'm almost out of my last one. I'm finishing up the peppermint I got last year. And this last one here is just spearmint. And it's in a regular lip balm tube like this. So these are her lip balms. Next time she offers them, which will probably be, I don't know if she's going to throw them on her pre-order next time or not, because if she has it in February, March, April, she would, well, I mean, it starts to get kind of warm. So I think she, not warm, but you know what I mean, just warmer. She probably won't offer them again until next winter, but I could be wrong on that. I'm just guessing. And then we have my fragrance oils down here, perfume oils, which frankly I didn't have to order anymore because I have so many perfumes. I have to cut myself off from buying perfumes. Although I'm going to buy myself a nice perfume for my birthday this year. I think that's what I'm going to treat myself to. My husband's taking me to Vegas for my birthday. I'm turning 40 in June. And we're going to go to Peter Luger in Caesar's Palace. It's a famous steakhouse. And we're going to see a Cirque du Soleil show. And I'm going to buy me a beautiful bottle of perfume. I just haven't decided which one yet, I think. So first one I got here, this is Whispers in the Library. Okay, Whispers in the Library. This one is my Zon Margiela dupe. This is evoke the feeling of visiting an old library, old paper, antique woodwork, and vanilla perfume with cedar desks. I've smelled this before. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelled. And I'm going to have to activate the roller ball here because sometimes it doesn't smell when you just smell the roller ball. But this is, a lot of other vendors have this oil. Sassy Girl Aroma has this oil. I'm only saying that because I know she carries this oil. This one, and there's another vendor too, but I can't remember right now at this time. This is one of the most beautiful, sexy, sophisticated, woodsy fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. This is rich. This is luxury. This is expensive. If you like those smells and you like the feeling and the somewhat spookiness of the old paper, the old desk, if you like library scents, I mean, this doesn't smell like the stinky, oldie, moldy, mildewy books, you know, but I'm one of the weird ones in life, and I love the smell of a library. I love that old paper. I grew up in the library. Books were my first friend in life, and books mean a lot to me. So I'm naturally drawn to library stuff, to books, to woodsiness, and just this, God, this is so sexy. It's so sophisticated. This and Harrison, I'm okay. That's all I need. Whispers in the Library. Bravo, Jeannie, on this oil. Bravo. That's high quality oil. Second, we have Vanilla Absolute. Vanilla Absolute is vanilla bean steamed rice. Vanilla bean steamed rice milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, apple skin, frankincense, guaiac wood, saffron, and creamy woods with musk. I had to get this because all of these are scents that I enjoy in life, and I love rice milk. I love nutmeg, saffron, woods. I mean, this was something that I absolutely had to get. And one thing I failed to say was, if you can see in there the little, I don't know what those actually are. If they're little, I don't want to say rocks because they're not heavy, but they're that little bit of extra something in those is just that attention to detail. And this one here, you can see in here a little bit easier probably. We have the little bit of gold flecked marble, little pebbles, and this is Vanilla Absolute. So let's see what this one smells like. I want to put this on my other wrist. Let's see what this one's like. Now this one's a little bit different. And when I say different, I don't mean bad. I mean different as in I've never smelled this before, and it's very unique. So this one here, I smell, it's very sweet. I mean, guaiac is sweet. Woods, saffron. Saffron is very expensive. It's a spice if you haven't used it before. They come in little, small little, almost orange colored, I don't even know what to call them. They're from an orchid. So that's why they're so expensive, is because you can only harvest them so many times. Saffron it's an aromatic. It's beautiful. It's hard to describe it. You kind of have to smell it, in my opinion. The rice milk, it gives a little bit of sweetness. I can smell the apple skin and that vanilla. This is comforting. It's like a blanket. It's like a cashmere. Not like a cashmere smelling, but it's soft and comforting and calming like a cashmere blanket or a cashmere sweater is. Just cozy. Makes you want to just bundle up and you know, curl in on yourself. So the last perfume I got here is Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford. Tobacco Vanille is one of my up there at the number 1 or 2 spot of fragrances in my life. Angel Share, which I talked about in depth in my last pre-order from Jeannie. Angel Share is something I wear every week. Tobacco Vanille, I wear every week. And maybe Whispers in the Library is right up there with, it's in my top 5, definitely. It's fantastic. Tobacco Vanille is tobacco flower rounded out with creamy tonka beans, vanilla dried fruit, and sweet wood sap. So this is, I don't have to open this one up because I know how this one smells. It's a sophisticated, rich vanilla with tobacco. And it's not tobacco like Harrison is, or it's a little bit more woodsy, a little bit more heady to it. Tobacco Vanille is an addictive fragrance. Jeannie has it in Wednesday. If you've ever smelled Wednesday, Tobacco Vanille is in it. A lot of other vendors have Tobacco Vanille. It's just something that it's a unisex fragrance. It's accepted by everybody. It's one of Tom's Tom's most popular sellers. It's just immaculate. So this is Tobacco Vanille, and you can see the little dried flowers in here. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous, that detail that Jeannie put into her craft here. And so the last thing I want to talk about before my samples, these are my body care items. Come beautifully packaged in this organza bag, for lack of a better term. I think this is called an organza bag. Let's open this up here. In here we have body wash. Let's see what else. Two body washes. Okay. I'm excited for these because I haven't had Genie's body washes, first of all. And second, I mean, look how beautiful these come packed. They are wrapped with tissue paper and bubble wrap. Just the attention and the time that it takes to package all these up for us. Okay, these are beautifully packaged in these little bags with a little sticky tab down here. This is the body wash in the squeeze bottle. Now, you're gonna laugh at me, but this is my darling vanilla. Now, do I like vanilla for my body? Yes. Do I like vanilla for my home? Not so much, because it's not enough of a throw for me. It's not strong enough for me. But I know my darling vanilla is Genie's most sought after, most requested, most blended with vanilla. So I thought, if I'm going to try my darling vanilla and ever think about entertaining the idea of buying it in a blend for my home to melt in my warmers, I'm going to try it in the body wash. My darling vanilla is pink sugar cookies, Mrs. Claus cookies, vanilla bean Noel, and butter cookies. So we've got a little bit, I hope there's not a seal on here. No, there isn't. We've got a little bit of pink sugar, but mostly just creamy, rich vanilla. So right now, of course, I would have to put this with water and activate it to get the oils released. But this one right here, it just smells like creamy vanilla, which I expected it to on cold. But you know what? I'm out of my body wash. I finished up my body wash in the shower this morning. So you know what? I'm going to use this in the shower, and I'm really going to see what that's like. So that is my darling vanilla. And then the last one I got is a scent that stole my heart, and I will always buy this. Actually, I can't say what my favorite perfumes are in the world because I forgot about this one. This is Absolutely Blooming. This is Miss Dior. Now, Absolutely Blooming is a scent that I found with Swanky several pre-orders ago. And I smelled it and I thought, this is the most beautiful floral fragrance and feminine and dainty and sexy, alluring, seductive floral fragrance I've ever smelled. So, Whispers in the Library, here on my wrist. This is a different scent than to me than Absolutely Blooming. So when I wear my perfumes, it all is how I'm feeling that morning when I spray myself after my shower, or what I'm trying to set my mood for the day. If I'm going somewhere with my husband, I know which perfumes he prefers over others, and if I just want to smell pretty. So Absolutely Blooming is peony, warm pomegranate, black currant, pink pepper, and musk. And yes, it has peony in it, but it has a lot of those other things in it that aren't floral. And this, I'm telling you, is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. If you like Genie's Bubble Bath, it's similar in that it is strong with a little bit of floral to it. I can smell the peony in here. Peony is probably up there with rose as one of my favorite floral blends or flowers in the world. Peony is just delicate and luscious and gorgeous. I fell in love with peony way back in the day when Bath & Body Works had peony, just plain peony, as a fragrance. And that was back when I was in college, so 20-some years ago. So this is, it's rich smelling. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's, oh my goodness, what are you smelling? You smell so good. This is fantastic. I love Absolutely Blooming. Okay, now it's time for samples. Okay. I'm always so impressed when I get my Swanky order because of the time, the love, the detail, and the quality that go into her products. So this first one here is Citrus Bloom. Citrus Bloom. Let's see. It's citrus and floral. It's tough to describe. I don't know. It smells like orange to me, but there's more. Maybe it's a little bit of orange blossom, actually. I would have to see the scent notes for a citrus bloom. I'm bad at samples unless they're absolutely obvious. This is Buttery Toast and Jam plain. Buttery Toast and Jam plain. This is so strong. Like I said, everything that's blended with Buttery Toast and Jam, it takes over. I mean, yes, you can get a little bit like the blueberry that I got. You can get a little bit of the blueberry in the undertone, but the Buttery Toast and Jam is at the top. This is a strong baby. Strong baby. Next is Pink Amber in this little shot cup. Pink Amber. That is nice. It smells like just amber to me. I don't know if it's pink sugar and amber, but this is amber right now to me, which goes beautifully, by the way, with tobacco blends. And I think there's amber and Harrison, actually, if I remember right. Angelic Cedar. Let's see what this one's about. This honestly, Angelic Cedar smells like it has angel's share in it. I wonder if it does. I'm going to have to look around and see, is this a new scent or is this one that has, that's been around for a while? But this smells, if you've ever smelled angel's share or angel's touch, I think angel's touch is another vendor, angel's share by Killian. If you've ever smelled it, it's very unique and it will stand out to you in anything it's in. You know, I don't see Angel Share being blended very often because it's such a standalone, it's such a unique blend. But put a little bit of cedar in it, sure, it works. That's what my nose smells to me. I'm going to have to ask Jeannie about this one. That's gorgeous, by the way. I would buy that. Velvet Cloak. I actually have Velvet Cloak somewhere in this house. I bought a few pre-orders ago. I have really been working on some different vendors in my rotation. You know, I was melting a lot of L3, I was melting a lot of Sassy Girl, but I've got a lot of vendors in my rotation, and I've been using my bakery bags of Swanky, but I've really got to start chopping more of my Swanky and put her in my warming basket. I think I'll do that for February and March because, well, actually I should say March and April because my tote is filled up for February. So depending on how much of a dent I make, I want to get some Swanky going. In fact, I have to. I just have to. Velvet Cloak. I think Black Opium is in Velvet Cloak, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of something else. No, actually, I think I'm thinking of something else. So pardon me for that. I'm sorry. This is, it's cologne-y. It's addicted. This smells so damn good. This really does. Velvet Cloak. I don't remember everything that's in this, like I said, but this is very, very good. Very good. Ghost Flower Bubble Bath. Oh, I love Bubble Bath. Ghost Flower is one of Jeannie's most popular floral blends, and I remember her describing it that way. I can smell the bubble bath. Ghost Flower, I'm not sure what it's supposed to smell like exactly, but if you like the bubble bath, then you would like this because it's got a little bit of a soapy feel to it. Two more here. Prim and Proper. I love the, what is this called? The, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but, you know, go Corset. There we go. Corset. Thank you for Corset. The corset shape. I mean, that's gorgeous. It goes along with Swanky. I mean, her little, not icon, but her little, signature is not a mannequin. I don't know what that's called exactly. It's Swanky. So this smells nice. It's got a little bit of pepper to it, like black pepper or pink pepper, but it's got, I would buy this too. So the thing is with Swanky, she is sophisticated and different and just blends that you can't really get anywhere else. And that's what, in my opinion, keeps her apart from the pack, because there's just things here that I can't get everywhere. And finally, we have Cocoa Puffs, Birthday Cake, and Sugar Cookie. So here is a little bit of a bakery. Cocoa Puffs. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I don't like chocolate and wax, but this is Cocoa Puffs. So it has that sugary, sweet, oh man, now I want to buy Cocoa Puffs at the grocery store. This is sugary. It's creamy. It's got that rich, heavy Cocoa Puffs cereal scent, but it has that cake in there. This is like you're smelling a fresh chocolate cake, but with a little bit of cereal. So that's my Swanky haul. I hope you enjoyed this video if you stuck around to the end. Make sure to go on Jeannie's Facebook page, on her Swanky page, and vote for blends. Hopefully she'll select them for the next pre-order that's going to be in February. So hope everyone has a beautiful day, beautiful week, and I'll see you soon.